Hey there, I'm Emgris, I'm from Russia, and today I'm traveling by Trans-Siberian Railway to Vladivostok. That's kind of the other part of Russia, the other end of Russia, and I wanted to make several videos about this trip because I know that it's a dream of many foreigners to travel by this train to see a lot of Russia, and you can see that outside it's really beautiful. That's Siberia. And welcome back. And today I want to show you what we took for our trip because it's a 6-day trip, and we need a lot of things to survive those days in the train. It's our 3rd day on the train, so that's why I look a little bit worn. I don't know, but still I want to really show you what we took with us. Let's start with everything that we have on the table, and that's obviously the wet napkins. There's this pack of 80 napkins, but I think that we should have taken several of them because this train doesn't have a shower, and when we got on this train, we found out that it has no shower. And actually the better train, like the train that number 1 and 2, and those trains are much better. They have shower in every coach, and but this train doesn't have any, so we are trying to survive with just wet napkins. Of course, we have some dry napkins to use as plates, to use as just as anything. Yeah. And we have a lot of this. I cannot say candy because it's protein bars, and you understand that protein bars when we don't have access to proper food, but we have, but I will show you a bit later. Protein bars are a good source of just, oops, it's really soggy because it's hot here. So what else? So we have a really giant bag with a lot of food, so I'm gonna just briefly be talking about what you have here. So of course we have a lot of instant food, and I'm actually thinking about ranking them from the worst to the best, because this super soup is kind of nice, and the ingredients are also kind of nice. I tried it yesterday. Let's move on. So of course we have a lot of nuts, because that's good fats and just a nice healthy snack, just to have it on the go. So that's why we have a lot of those things. What else? We have just 2 tomatoes left, but they say that it's a good source of good carbs, so that you can just have them and you will be good to go for some time. But also we have one person who really loves tomatoes, so we have just 2 left of them. What else? We also have apples, because, okay, that's for me because I'm a huge fan of apples. We have a lot of canned food. We have we have a lot of canned food, like canned fish, canned... Wow, we have pickles! I forgot that we have pickles. We should eat them, by the way. We have a lot of food. Also, we have some olives with anchovies, or so with shrimp. And that's why, because we have another thing that is quite crucial on the way, especially when you're traveling 6 days. Just a second. We have a bottle of wine, and we have olives to them, so that's a perfect match. Unfortunately, we don't have glasses for the wine, but okay, we're on the road, so anything might do. Okay, we also have some we also have some salami and some salami as well. That's a good way to have some meat on the go, and still they can be preserved for some time. At least I hope that they are still good. But don't think that we only eat canned food and we only eat some instant noodles. We also have a giant bag. We also have a giant bag of proper food. I'll show you. But it's already filling up with air. That's a bad thing. But we have food like this. That's just because we order food daily. We have this, you know, there is the, give me a second. You know, there is a service that can feed you with proper food, and that you can order. Like they give you like a bag like this with food that is already baked, cooked, and put in those containers that you can just only heat up in the microwave and you can eat it. Hopefully we have microwave here and we can use it, so we are eating this thing, but we don't have a fridge, so it's becoming a bit of a challenge nowadays because it's the third day. We also have a lot of things that you can prepare just using hot water, because once again in Russian trains you usually have hot water, and of course we have some like porridge with some flavors and sugar. We have some Kartoffeln. Why am I trying to speak in German? Some potato puree, mashed potato that is also instant. And we have some food that it is not instant, but it's already pre-cooked, like this over here. It's meat with not Kartoffeln, meat with potatoes, of course, potatoes that you can also just heat up in their fridge. What is going on with my English today? You can obviously heat it up in the fridge, you can heat it up in the microwave oven. Yeah, sorry. And of course we have some lemons, because why a Russian can survive without tea with lemon? No, that's not possible, so a lot of lemons as well. And you know, that's it actually in terms of what food have we got here. But we also brought 5-liter water, and we thought that it's too much for 6 days, because like why do you need to drink so much? But somehow we finished this bottle, and now we just using water that we have in the train, hopefully, and that's a really great thing that finally we have cold water on the train, just not only hot water but also cold water that you can take and just drink. That's why we are filling this bottle with some just drinking water, just because it's so tiring to go and grab just a glass of water every day, every time, sorry. And we also have some bread, yeah, to make some sandwiches, let's put it like this. We also have the thing called pashtet. I don't know the English version for that. That's kind of some minced meat and minced liver. Yeah, usually liver of like chicken, beef, or something like that. By the way, you were looking for that. What else? And of course a lot of canned food, like tons of them. And this is a very classical thing. That's tushonka. That's I can say that it's just slices and bits of meat in some sauce, and they are already cooked, so you can just open it, heat it up, so it will be tastier, and just eat it. By the way, there is this Russian blogger, traveling blogger, and he already traveled to lots of countries, and he's filming his own YouTube videos. And he said that the main go-to food that he usually takes with him, and an easy proper meal that you can have with mostly nothing special that you need for that. So that's buckwheat. Yeah, I know the really Russian thing to do, but buckwheat. And you put this buckwheat in the thermoglass or just in a glass, fill it in with water, and with hot water obviously, and then you just wait for some time. It cooks itself. Of course, usually you cook it some time in the bowl, and like 10-15 minutes, but when you're on the go, when you're traveling, that's a good also good thing to eat. So once again, you just make it in the cup and then add some tushonka, and you have a proper meal. Like you have your protein, you have something on the side, and yeah, if you had some sauce, that will be better, but still, that's a proper dish that we can eat even at home, but yeah, a proper meal. So in terms of things that you might need on the train, I took some soap with me, but it's not opened yet, so for 3 days we didn't need it because we have liquid soap in the washroom. But the thing that you might really need for 6 days if you want to stay clean is this detergent soap that I actually bought in Sri Lanka, because I thought that I saw this in India, I saw this in Sri Lanka, I thought I never seen it in Russia, but actually recently I found something like this in the shop, but it's like the washing detergent, but in the way of a soap. So it gives you proper foam, and you can wash with it at least your tiny things like panties, socks, etc. Also pretty helpful to stay clean. Okay, actually we have something like this in Russia. It's called хозяйственное мыло, like the soap for the household, something like that. And but first of all, it doesn't look as good as this one, because usually it's brown and like not very nice looking. Secondly, it doesn't give such good foam as this one, and thirdly, it doesn't have any fragrance. And here it gives you a fragrance like you know, like the washing detergent, usually the smell of freshness, something like this. So I suppose that it's a better thing for washing, just it's easier and nicer. Have you got any questions about my trip? Leave your questions in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification button, and follow me on other social media. On Instagram, for example, I'm showing you the views out of the window and sharing some news, for example, about the woman that we had a fight with, and actually we ended up traveling without her. And if you want to know why, go on my Instagram. I have highlights with that. See ya!